What's good, everybody? It's your girlfriend Trinilla here, and today I'm back with 1 hour of learning South Africa metas in Geoguessr. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. We have yellow outer lines and the classic middle lines, which the triple middle lines we can see in the back. I don't know any metas really for South Africa yet, so a lot of these first rounds are going to be me just reading a lot of the clues and guessing, someplace in the country, and then hopefully getting better over time once I acquire some of the meta knowledge. All right, we've got these very kind of flat hills all around us, and then in the back we have a bigger hill and a city in the background. I feel like maybe the meta is going to be whatever type of farmland slash agriculture is around us, with a very flat land and kind of the whitish dirt on the side of the road. So right now I'm gonna go near Hope Town in South Africa, and we'll see where we are and learn what the meta is. All right, this was a trident pole meta. So South Africa trident pole. This trident pole top is almost exclusive to KwaZulu-Natal. It shows up often in the state, which makes it one of the most crucial pole tops to remember. Okay, so 3 coils, left, right, and top, and then it has a thin black bar on the top one also. So trident pole top is this area kind of behind Eswatini and between Lesotho and Eswatini. So this section here, okay. I wonder if I zoom into a specific section, does it say what that region is? I don't see it, but that is okay. Okay, we are in a different area. We have a lot more rocks around us, it's a little bit white rocky, a lot more mountainous hills in the background. Kind of reminds me of more near Lesotho, so maybe we're outside Lesotho with the mountains visible in the back, or just similar rock formations or stuff nearby. But this is where I'm gonna go for now, and we'll learn where we are. Okay, not horrible. So it looks like there's a lot of license plate metas, which we will hopefully learn to recognize, but this was an Eastern Cape license plate, so I didn't even look at the license plates in that round, but I will learn that for the future. So Eastern Cape license plates can be spotted through blur with a yellow section on top of a green section left of the center of the plate, combined with either side of this pattern. These are most similar to Northwest plates, but their plates have a green blur visible along the entire bottom of the plate instead of just below the yellow part. A yellow-green on the very right of the plate can sometimes be seen too. Okay. And we have the different letters, but I don't know if that's corresponding to the different areas yet, but we'll learn that in the future. So Eastern Cape, kind of yellow with a green section on the left. Okay. All right, looks like this one is in a city. Tarantula self-catering. That's interesting. Tarantulas, come over here. We have an area code, so I feel like this might be an area code meta. 027 looks like it's the area code. Tarantula self-catering. UK, South Africa, and something else. Yeah, I think that this is going to be an area code meta. I don't know any area codes yet, so let's just see. 027, I'm going to guess near down here, near Kariega, and we'll see where we are. Okay, so we were closer over here to Calvinia. So area code 02X. 02X number should put you in the general west of the country, including Western Cape minus the area around Georgia and West Northern Cape. Knowing which area of the country you are in from the first digit of the area code is helpful to know. Okay. So it looks like generally the groups of the first numbers stay the same. If we see a number starting with 2, we're on the left side of the country. If we see a number starting with 4, we're on the bottom side, but kind of the middle bottom, and then the bottom right of the country is a lot of the 3s. And then at the top right, we kind of have the 1s, and then more in the middle we have the 5s. So it's not exactly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 order, but it's more 2, 4, 3, 1, 5 in a general circle. And obviously there's more nuances and breakdown of further numbers, but just as a general trying to get a region of South Africa, it's 24315. Okay. Hopefully I can try to remember that. Okay, we have 049 area code. So maybe this is an area code meta again. So 2 is kind of on the left. 4 is like this middle bottom area. So I'm gonna put it near like Jeffrey's Bay because I think like 2s were here and this was like 4s and 3s were more up here. Is there anything else besides a phone number that I think the meta will be? With the Caltex gas station. Not the Trident pull top, unfortunately. But we have these like big plants over here, which I don't know if they kind of remind me of like the leaves of an agave plant, but I don't think it's agave, but something like that. I'm gonna go near where I am because of the area code, and hopefully we'll either learn or affirm that it is in that area for like the area code meta, or it's a different meta that we have to look out for. Like maybe it's like these coils on the pull top. Okay, not bad. So it was the area code meta map again, and obviously we have a lot more to grow because we only got 2.7, but we were in like the right region, which is a lot closer than I would get in like a normal, no move or no move hand zoom duel if I just saw it assigned. So we're in the right general area, and then we can learn further where like the second digits according to each first digit are once we get a feel for where at least like the first digit of each area code is. Okay. 072? I don't know 072. But there are a lot of phone numbers around us, so I feel like this is another area code meta. 072. Did I learn any of the ones with 072? I thought I only went up to like 2 or 3. Maybe there were zeros and I didn't see. I don't remember where the 07s are. Or is it ever, wait, is that cell? Maybe telephone / fax. Is it 034? It might be 034. Okay, so 2, 4, 3, 1, 5, I think. So 2, 4, I think 3 might be closer to Durban. Maybe it's the 034, I think. But if it's the 072, I don't remember where that is, and we're going to be very far, but I'll see where I am. Okay, so it was the 03 area code, so I guess I just need to identify better which of the numbers like on the assigner to actually the area code to look for. But I think we were in the general like right area. Like a lot of the 3s are kind of between like Eswatini and Lesotho, and then like a little bit along the coast. We were just a little bit further north near Newcastle, but we got 1.677, which I'll take. But 03X numbers should put you in the general southeast of the country, including KwaZulu-Natal and far east parts of Eastern Cape. Knowing which area of the country you're in from the first digit of the area code is helpful to know. Okay, so 2, 4, 3, 1, 5 is kind of the general direction I'm trying to remember. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. Okay. All right, we got 6K, not bad. Let's keep going. All right, this one looks like it might not be a phone code meta because I can't see the sun in the back, but that is okay because good to diversify our knowledge. There is a phone code here, 061 2431, but I didn't learn 06, so I don't know how helpful that is going to be. Maybe it's a vegetation meta, left side of the road. It says R and something on the sign. I mean, I see like a lot of like houses and stuff in the back, right? And it feels like fairly like flat area. So what do I think? I'm gonna go near like Johannesburg. Like I don't know if that's what like the vegetation and stuff is like here, but yeah, I'm not entirely sure of what I should be looking for in this round. Okay, so this is a license plate meta, and I think it was the one we had before. So Eastern Cape license plates can be spotted through blur with a yellow section on top of a green section left of the center of the plate. Okay. Okay, maybe this is another license plate one. So in this case, it's a white plate, and I feel like there's a little bit of like a darker blur on the bottom, so maybe it's blue or black. I don't remember where that one is, so I don't know how helpful this will be. Oh, pull tops, Trident. This is a Trident pull top. Okay. Coils in left and right in the top, which was Eastern Cape or something like that, but where was Eastern Cape? Do I remember? I feel like somewhere in the east, probably, right? I'm gonna go near Newcastle. I'm not sure if this is exactly right, but I feel like this is the trident pull top found in the Eastern Cape. I'm gonna go here. Okay, well, I don't think this was a trident pull top. It looks like it was a wide A-shaped pull, so definitely have to make sure I don't get the pull tops mixed up. So wide A-shaped pull, this A-shaped pull top with the bottom insulators being horizontal is almost exclusive to Eastern Cape. This pull top does not show up too often, but should be reliable when it does. Okay, and Eastern Cape is kind of like under Lesotho here across like this section. Okay. This is a green pole. We're in a city with like a lot of like pink and red architecture, so maybe it's like an architecture color meta. It could be a license plate meta too. A little bit of like yellow at the top of the plate. This car's purple. It's kind of cool. Green in the bottom left, and then looks like yellow maybe on the top left and top right. Is this ever Eastern Cape again? So maybe near like Makanda? Okay, we'll take it. It was the Eastern Cape license plate, so that's the first time I've recognized that. We're a little bit closer to Geoguessr, but that is okay. We got 2.8, which is really good compared to some of the rounds we've had so far. Okay, cannot see the telephone number on that sign. Can I see it over there? 011. 011. 2, 4. I feel like the ones is like 24315. I feel like the ones are more like up here in this corner of South Africa. I'm gonna go near like Polokwane just based off of the phone number and see if that's correct. Okay, not horrible. It was an area code, so 011. So 011 should put you in or very close to Johannesburg. Other 01 numbers should put you in the general northeast of the country. So I did guess in the northeast, but 011 specifically is by Johannesburg, which I definitely can remember because I don't think I would be able to remember every area code in South Africa, but Johannesburg is a big city, so 011 Johannesburg. Okay. This one is maybe like a vegetation or pole meta. This pole top has a lot of like, I don't even know what you call them. Like these like white things on top of like all the bars. There's like, 30 of them on this one. And it seems like they're like not even across each pole, but like, I don't know, they seem like really randomly placed. But behind us, like the vegetation, we have some sort of plant being grown. Like it makes me think of like a vineyard. I don't know if this is a vineyard, but like lots and lots of rows of some type of like bush plant. We have like hills in the back, but not like huge hills. Far in the distance, and I can see the road go long. I think it's gonna be like a pole top thing, but I have no idea what these things are on the pole or where they indicate. So I'm going to go near Worcester because I feel like we haven't had many metas on this side of South Africa, and we'll see where we are. Okay, so this was the wide A-shaped pole, which I feel like I didn't see, so maybe I just need to take a closer look at that round. But we were near the Eastern Cape because we saw the wide A-shaped pole. Okay. All right, I got 4.6K there. Let's keep going. All right. Ooh. Okay, this is a car. Very astute observation. A state park kind of car, if I had to guess, because it kind of feels like a camouflage. And we have like the side mirrors available and then with the roof rack. But I've never seen this one before, so hopefully this is something like I remember once and then I'll remember it forever. Let's find like a state, or national park or something like that. I'm gonna go and like Bambanango Game Reserve, and we'll learn where it is, but camo car, roof rack, and mirrors poking out. Okay, this was the Kruger National Park car, so kind of up here. So the Kruger Park Google car is in the northeast of the country, uses a unique Google car not found anywhere else in the world. It looks like a standard roof rack car, but the front of the car has a camouflage pattern. Some of the coverage has been overwritten by Gen 4, so you can still get around here if it doesn't have the unique car. Okay. pull top meta ever. Tall palm, okay. Doesn't seem like an A-framer, trident pull top. Maybe it's a license plate meta. We have a lot of like darker colors on this plate. Like it feels like a green yellow on the left side maybe, and then like maybe black and white on the right, but I don't know exactly what region that is indicating, and I don't see any pull tops that I recognize, like not the A-frame or the trident. So I think it's gonna be someplace new that we haven't gotten yet. I'm gonna go near Graf, Renee, and then we'll see where we are. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. I just wasn't expecting to get 4.66 there. If I had guessed in the actual city of Graf Renee, I could have accidentally gotten the 5K, but wow. That was a good guess of her, just like kind of like, it felt like a random guess, maybe like subconsciously I knew like we were there or something, but anyways, it was the Eastern Keep license plate, so it was the yellow section on top of a green section on the left or the center of the plate with white on either side of the pattern. Okay. I'm just really surprised that I got that low key. Like, I feel like I've never gotten it before. Okay, we have a Please Follow car, which if I was playing no move and I didn't know this like car meta, I might go in Nigeria because I'm like, oh, Please Follow car. But now I know better. So roof rack plus camo is Kruger National Park. So I'm going to just plonk it in the middle. All right, perf. It was a Kruger Park Google car, which we recognized again. And we had a police escort that time, so something good to remember so I don't insist on Nigeria if I see Please Follow car. Okay, we are in some sort of town. 072 area code, is that it? Let's see if we find another one. Triple middle. Maybe it's a vegetation meta. I mean, we have this like tall, like wide, like palm thing here. Kind of feels like dusty. Like there's like a lot of red around us. What is the truck saying? Hudson Transport. B&B. 072. But I don't know any 072 area codes. I don't know where we are because the 072 is not one I recognize. It might be a license plate meta. This all low-key looks like one color to me, like a green, yellow, like a dark green with like, you know, yellow specks. So I don't know what that's saying. This one doesn't have any yellow in it at all. Is this just the Eastern Cape plate again? I feel like I keep getting this like one plate specifically. I'll go near like Kwamakoma and we'll see where we are. Okay, this was a different license plate, so new information. Northwest license plate. Northwest license plates can be spotted through blur with a thin green line across the bottom and one or two sections of yellow on the left half of the plate. These are most similar to Free State plates, but their plates often have more green visible through blur, and yellow section is more often visible on the right of Free State plates rather than the left. Okay. We have 05 area code. Okay, so it was like 4, 3, 1, 5 is more like the middle, like somewhere in the middle top, right? So let me choose a city. I'm gonna go near like John Kemdorp and we'll see where we are because I'm trying to test kind of like my area code knowledge now. So let's see. Okay, not great, but not horrible, I guess. We got 800 points, which is something. We were in a town called Heilbronn, but this is a 056 area code, so 056 should put you in the general center or northwest of the country, including Free State, Western Northwest, and East and Central Northern Cape. Knowing which area of the country you're in from the first digit is helpful to know. Okay. Alright, we got 10k there, which is I think the first time that we got over 10k for this map. So I'm going to move on to the second map and see how many more South Africa region guessing metas I can learn. We've got a learnable South Africa region guessing. Alright, on the left we have a big sign with like a city name or something on it. Maybe it's like a farm name, but STET something YN. Yellow outer, white dash middle. We have a lot of like rocky mountains around us, which is interesting. I feel like I haven't had a lot of like rocky mountain coverage. And not like rocky like the Rockies, but rocky like rocks. We have this like grass on the side of us. It's kind of like sprouting up, but it's not all green. Like it's kind of like gold tan at the top. What am I thinking here? Maybe near like Eswatini ever, like Mbambamla, and I'll see where I am. All right, well, we're on the complete opposite side of South Africa, but the good news is we're learning new information. So we have the Rocky Mountains in South Africa. Unique rocky treeless mountains can be seen in Western Cape, with most of the mountains having tall, steep sides and sharp peaks. Similar mountains can be seen in and around Lesotho. Okay, so kind of like down here. Okay. This one seems like some sort of like vineyard maybe. There's a lot of like, sticks or something growing out of the ground, but they might have been like harvested already. Kind of very like wide between like the Rocky Mountains, and they are looking a little treeless. So is it ever like the Western Cape meta again? I'm gonna go near Bonnie Vale. Okay, not horrible. So these were vineyards. So South Africa vineyards are almost exclusively found in Western Cape, mostly in valleys near the coast. You can also find them commonly near Uppington and Northern Cape. Okay, so kind of a lot of vineyards in South Africa on this like bottom part. We have pole tops that are wide A-frame maybe, because there's actually an A on it. I feel like I'm struggling to tell the difference between A-frame and trident, but maybe this is an A-frame because it looks like an A, so I'm gonna go near Komani. I don't even know if this is the right area for wide A-frame. I think I just want to see if I can recognize the meta. Nope, this was a Western Cape pole. So Western Cape pole, I think this is like brand new information by the way. Poles with 3 bars forming the letter A, with the bottom insulators being almost attached at the edge. Poles with 3 bars forming the letter A, with the bottom insulators being attached to the edges of a horizontal bar, can be found almost exclusively in Western Cape and rarely in bordering provinces. Okay, so if we actually see an A, we're on the Western Cape. All right. All right, well, I don't see any like pole tops that I recognize, but we do have kind of like white reddish dirt on a road that we're on. It feels like we're in some sort of like, town. I see some palm trees and it's like very windy in this coverage. In the back, I either see the ocean or a mountain. I can't really tell at this point because we're not like close enough, but I think it might be like the ocean. So I'm like, I'll go on like the western side for now. I'm gonna go near Melk Bostrand and we'll see where we are. Okay, the good news is we were on a coast, but bad news is we're on the opposite coast. So these were Cook pine trees. So uniquely tall Cook pine trees are found mostly between the cities of East London and Durban along the southeastern coast. Okay, and these are planted and not native, so they can be found anywhere along the coast. Okay, Durban is here and East London is here. We have interesting pole tops again. I don't know what these like white things are that are sitting on top of the bars, but we do have hills in the back. I don't think it's a trident pole top or an A-frame, but I'm not sure either. Very flat land except for like the hills that are in the back. Sporadic bushes around, but not like enough to be like, some sort of like plant being grown. It kind of just seems like it's like, wild vegetation. Are these like cacti or something ever? Like there's these little groups of like green things over here, but I don't know what they are. I'm gonna go near Mokopane and we'll see where we are. All right. Well, we were on the opposite side. We were on the southern kind of like coast. So this was a red sticker meta. So square red stickers on the back of regular signs are often found in Eastern Cape and close to Eastern Cape and Northern Cape and Free State. That's like a tongue twister almost. You may see them in the Northwest province as well, but to a lesser extent. Red stickers on the back of chevrons may be seen in almost every province. Okay, so red sticker on the back of regular signs, Eastern Cape mostly. Okay. All right, well, we got 2.8k there, so hopefully we can only go up from here, and let's keep learning some region guessing metas. We have yellow outer, white dash middle, kind of like flat land around us, kind of reddish dirt, tufts of like white gold grass, and in the back, more like bushes of like, green, tan stuff back there. So, where do I think I am based on this? It's probably an agriculture meta. We have red stickers on the signs, but I think they said if they're on chevrons, it can be found everywhere, like not just one specific state, and this is a chevron. So, gonna go near Kamani again, because I feel like maybe it's the red sticker meta, but I also don't know. I feel like this is like an agriculture, like vegetation meta, and I don't know what it is. So we'll learn it. Okay, it was the white sticker meta. Okay, so I did not notice that before, but white stickers on the back of chevrons are often seen in the Cape provinces. So kind of like the western half of the country, it looks like. Okay. We have yellow outer, white middle, 100 kilometers per hour road sign again. Kind of like cloudy / rainy coverage, like something is like blurring up the camera. These pull tops are interesting. I need a better look at them. I think that is an A-frame, or not A-frame. I think there's just like an A on the frame, so it's making me think like Western Cape. So I'll go near like Piketberg, because I feel like we're somewhere here in the Western Cape. Okay, I at least recognize it was a Western Cape pull, even though I only got 1.5k there, but in the grand scheme of things, like if it was an actual duel, I get many more points for guessing where I guessed. Because this is a South Africa only map, we're not getting as many points here, but I'll take any points as a dub for this map. So, South Africa Western Cape pull, pulls with 3 bars forming the letter A, kind of along the Western Cape. Okay. We have a pull top, which is, I think this is a trident pull top. Maybe. We might. This is not like the wide A-frame ever, right? I think this is trident. And trident was it ever Eastern Cape? I'll go near like Richards Bay. Okay, not horrible. We were a little bit further west. This was the KwaZulu-Natal pull. So trident pull tops are almost unique to KwaZulu-Natal, which I think we were actually in the right area. Like we technically were in KwaZulu-Natal, but this just happened to be a little bit further west. So we'll take it. We remembered the pull and remembered where it could have been. We have like a double pull here, but not like an exclusive pull top. This one, is it ever? I think it might be the trident pull top again, right? Like 1, 2 up here. We have a lot of mountains in the back and a lot of different like vegetation and stuff on the side of the road. I'm thinking maybe like we are within this area again. I'm going to go closer to like Umnambithi, because I feel like maybe we're more inland because I see a lot more mountains and stuff. Okay. Definitely take that. We got 4,000. This was the KwaZulu-Natal pull again. Trident pull tops, KwaZulu-Natal. I feel like very helpful when I get the same meta multiple times in a row, or at least multiple times in the same, set of 5, because it definitely helps me to like repeat that memorization. And we got 4K, which is a really, really good score. So we'll definitely take that. Okay, we have chevrons again, red and white chevrons. These interesting like pulls, but I don't know if these are unique to a specific area, if they're a specific type of pull, like something to do with like, I don't know, like a certain type of like, building or factory or something nearby. But there's a lot of like double pulls, which is not something I've seen before, so maybe that is the meta. I can't see what the pull top is on the right. On the back of the sign, it just seems like metal. I don't see anything I recognize on it, like no stickers. Are there stickers on these chevrons? I can't really tell from this distance, so I'll go near like Garias. I don't have a strong clue, but I feel like these double pulls or the vegetation are going to be the meta, and I don't know either of those yet, so. Okay, we're actually near the Zimbabwe border, kind of in the northeast. This was grainy pavement, so you can find this grainy, almost Texas-like pavement with a hint of pink in Limpopo, which is this like northern part near the Zimbabwe border. Okay. Well, we got 8K there, not bad. Let's keep going. Yellow outer, white dash middle, kind of like flat. Red land was like sporadic, little grass tufts. A lot of like small sections of like rocky hills, but not like one continuous rocky hill. But red dirt and this like really like cracked pavement on the side, and these like wooden poles are kind of made of like a red wood trunk, it feels like. Not like a pole top I recognize. Where do I think this is? Red dirt. I'll go near like Uppington. Okay, not horrible. So dry landscape and red soil. A dry landscape with red soil is typically found in the Northern Cape, and low-key I think I guessed in the Northern Cape. So I think like my guess was still a good region guess within South Africa. This round just happened to be a little bit further west, but dry and red soil, more towards like the Northern Cape on the left. Okay. All right, our favorite national park car, the camo with a roof rack. We do remember that is Kruger National Park. Perf, love it. 3.96, definitely will take that. All right, these are very tall trees. I'm like, low-key, would I know this is South Africa if I didn't know we were playing a South Africa only map? I don't know, but maybe we're in some sort of national park or something. It says Mool something. Mool's water in Korean, but I don't know what it means here. The root of the word. I don't know that city name, but I feel like the tree and vegetation and the red dirt are gonna be the meta here. I'm gonna go and like, let's find like a national park. I'll go here in like Pilanesberg National Park and we'll learn where we are. Okay, so these were pine tree plantations. So tree plantations that consist mostly of pine are common in the west of Eswatini and sometimes in the south in KwaZulu-Natal, and they can sometimes be seen in Eswatini itself. Okay, so closer to Eswatini if we see lots of pine. Yellow outer, and then this road has like, I don't know, splotches of like darker pavement, which is like interesting. Like I don't know what it is. A lot of like flat rocky mountains in the back, which low-key reminds me of like Lesotho mountains more. So maybe I want to go near Lesotho, but not in Lesotho, of course. I'll go near like Kokstad. Okay. It wasn't a vegetation meta, it was a white sticker meta, so white stickers on the back of chevrons are often seen in the Cape provinces. Okay. We have 3 coils on the top of this pole. It's like one horizontal bar with, one coil on the left and right, and then we have one on like the very like, this tall pole in the middle with a coil on the top. Is this a pole top? Oops, I hit my mic. Is this a pole top that I recognize? I don't know. This is very like green, like dark green, light green vegetation. A lot of like different trees and stuff, so not super like sandy or anything. A little bit like white and gravelly. Is this ever like the Texas pavement ever? I don't know, but I'll go near Polokwane because I feel like that's where this pavement meta was last time, if it's even that. Okay, nope, this was a red sticker meta. So square red stickers on the back of regular signs are often found in Eastern Cape and close to Eastern Cape, in Northern Cape and Free State. Wow. A lot of words there. You may see them in the Northwest Province as well, but to a lesser extent. Okay. We got 6.2K there, not bad. We're going to move on to the third map. All right, so this third map is South Africa phone codes. So this time is going to be a lot less of me talking and more just me like kind of like going through all the different phone codes and, iterations we see. And I might talk a little bit here and there, but I won't read like the paragraph every time if it's like the same paragraph as before, because we're really just trying to like memorize where the general areas of like the first number of each phone code are. So if I talk not as much in this round, then that is why. But feel free to follow along and pause the video when you see a phone code and see if you can guess where you are in South Africa based on the area codes that you see. Oh, 4, 5. 5. 5, 3. No, 5, 2. 4. I think 4 was down here. I'm gonna go near George. Okay, meta for this location not found. That is okay. We were a little bit more east in Kamani. 039. 5. It wasn't like 5, 4. It was 2, 4, 3. Maybe more near Durban. Okay, not bad. 2.589. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. 11 is Johannesburg. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. Okay. Oh, 3, 4? Is that what that says? Is there another area code? I think we're gonna have to go off the 034. So 243. Near Durban again. Okay, a little bit further north. It was the 3-4, so 3-4 is a little bit closer to Eswatini. So maybe I can try to memorize a little by little. Okay, 5-4 is this like red section here, kind of between Botswana and Namibia, and a little bit out of it. Okay. 5-4. 40. Like down here near Oudtshoorn. I should have been more east. The 40 was right on the coast near East London. Okay. Oh, 3, 1. 0, 3, 4, 3. Nice, okay. 3-1, kind of near Durban. 3-1 Durban. Maybe if I can at least remember where the area codes for like the big cities are, that would help a lot. So yeah. 022. 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, 5, 2. Springbok. Okay, a little bit further south because this is 27. Phone number 04424 George. Oh my gosh, we were in George. Wow, I could have 5K'd that if I knew we were in George, but I kind of just, yeah, the 4s were down here, but that was a good guess for me. Okay. 028 2 4 2. 2s are maybe Gary's. 26 is the one that's up here. Maybe a little bit closer to like Piketberg. Okay, a little bit even further south. 20 is like the bottom left, kind of near Bredasdorp. Okay. Oh, 87. No, 065. Ooh, neither of those are ones that I know. 013. 2431. Polokwane. Okay, not bad. 3K, okay. Ooh, okay, so we got 15K there, so already a good score. Gonna keep going, and then, yeah, if I'm not talking as much, it's because I'm just gonna go for the repetition over and over again, but y'all can play along with me, or you can just speed through this at like 2 times speed and see what scores to get. 5, 2, 2, near Bambala. Okay, a little bit more north. 1, 5. Where is the area code? Oh, 021 to Parle. Nice. Okay, right city. Parle 21. 074. That's not one of the ones I know. 073. I don't know any with 7. 07. 083. Are there 07 and 08s? 068. Also don't know any 06s. I thought it was only 05s. Up to 05s that I knew. 011. Well, that's the first one I think I know. Maybe near Mbombela. Okay, yeah, Johannesburg is the 11. Okay. 11 area code. 2. 7 is this like big area up here, right? Gary's, maybe? Oh. I thought it was a 27 area code. Okay. Well, 41 is down here. I guess I should not guess as quickly. 013. Let's see if there's another one just so we can double confirm. 013. Okay, well, 013, somewhere up here. Maybe Polokwane. Okay, it was Mbombela. Alright, 8.7k, not bad. 053, 24315. Maybe like Freiburg. Okay, we'll take it a little bit further west. 53 can be found in the red area on the picture here. 028, 083. Those are conflicting. Do I have another one? Not an area code. Well, 083 is not one that I know, so 028 is what we're gonna have to go off of, so 2, maybe closer to Parle. Okay, a little bit further east, we were in Swellendam. 012. But also 082, but that does not make sense. So 012, Johannesburg is 011, so maybe near there, Pretoria. Oh, cool. Okay, so 012 is Pretoria-ish. Maybe it's a little bit outside of it too. 012, Pretoria again. Double Pretoria. Nice, nice, okay. This might be my best round yet. 035. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. 3. 035. You near Durban? Or is it near Eswatini? It was more, maybe more pure? Nope, I should have stuck down there and I would have been closer. We were in Richards Bay, okay. Alright, well, I got 16k there. My best score yet. I'm gonna keep going and see if I can get a better score. Oh, 46. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. So 4 is down here. Jeffreys Bay ever? 4, 6. We're closer to Geoguessr. Okay, even further east. Canton on Sea for 4, 6. Okay. 021. We've had that. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. 2. Maybe George? Nope, it was Parle. Okay. 21 is Parle. 2. Somewhere down here. Maybe Swellendam? It was Mooresburg? Okay. 054. I think we've had this exact round before. I know I'm going kind of quick here, but like I feel like I remember this. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. I think I guessed in Freiburg last time, but Upington. Ooh, Upington here. Wait, maybe I can 5K this. Hold on. Mighty high hopes for me, but hopefully it's not too bad. Cycle City. Is this gonna be difficult? Cycle City. I know I said I was gonna like spam this, but I'm like low key. This is a lot of information, and this is the first round where I feel like I can maybe 5K. I'm looking for a Suzuki car shop. I think I could see at this level. Build at Uppington. What does a car shop look like? Customized supermarket. Toyota. Okay. So we want to look for something with like the little purse, like shopping symbol, but for Suzuki. And then Cycle City is the other thing we're looking for. Okay, Volkswagen. Checkers. Suzuki. Nope. Cash and carry, build it. Discount boards. Oh, Suzuki. Okay, guys. Cooking. Hold on. All right. Let's make sure we get this 5K. So Suzuki is like right across the road from me. Okay. Is this 4x4 Mega World is right to my right. I'm at the stop sign right before it. It's like a little bit here. I think this is the 5K. Woohoo! Didn't expect to get a 5K today in a region guessing video, much less, but we 5K'd in Uppington in South Africa, and it was the 5-4 area code area. So I'm really proud of that because, yeah, really difficult for me to 5K, but luckily we were able to have so much information around us, and yeah, that wasn't the point of the video, but you know, we love a 5K, so woohoo, we'll take it and we'll keep going. Oh, which one is 053? The fives, I think 53 is like this section here, right? So Prieska? Is there a city named Prieska nearby? Uppington. I feel like 53 is this here, so I'm gonna go here. Okay, there was a city called Prieska, but I didn't scan close enough for it. I think 5-4 was the section I was looking at, but 5-3 is a little bit to the east of 5-4, so 5-4 is up there, 5-3 is to the left, Prieska. Okay. We'll take 12K for sure. I am so proud of that 5K round because I didn't expect that. I didn't expect to get that on any of these like region guessing maps, but maybe now I'll remember where Uppington is if I ever get that in a future duel. 036. 036. 243. 3. Can we see any city names? Estcourt? Estcourt. Is Estcourt not Estcourt? Estcourt? I think it's somewhere. I don't know exactly, but I feel like it's on this coast. Okay, we're a little bit further in. 36 is kind of like next to Lesotho, it looks like. 36 right here. Okay. 044. 24315. 4's down here. is there a city name? I feel like the city name is all over, but I'm not recognizing it. I'm gonna go near East London and we'll see where we are. Okay, maybe it's good that I didn't scan for a 5K or anything in that one, but we're in George, so the 4-4 is George. Okay, 4-4 George. George 4-4. 040. 040. And that's the only phone number we can see, so not George because it's 044. I'll go in Geoguessr. Alright, a little bit further northeast. Phone number? Nope. Area code? 044. We just had that. 044. George? Is that it? No, George. Yeah. Right? Okay, so I think the 044 can be found in George and this area, Muscle Bay also, but if we were like in a duel and I recognized the 044 area code and I went in George, I would get a really good score, so I'll definitely take 4,000 there. McDonald's. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. 067 is not an area code, I know. Beaufort. Beaufort, I feel like I've heard that city name. 082. These are not like the area codes I'm looking for. Where is the area code that I can guess with? 023. Okay, 023. 23451. No, 24315. Yes, okay, 023. Is 023 like this big area on the coast over here? Oh, Worcester. Oh, Beaufort West. Okay. I kind of forgot I found that city name, but that is okay. I think we're in like the right-ish area. We got 9,000 there. Not bad. Let's keep going. 042. 24315. So 4 is down here. This is the 4-4, maybe near Cariaga. Okay, nice. We were in Caridao. Is the 4-2. 016. 24315. Maybe near Polokwane, because I think the 1-1 is Johannesburg. And probably should have went closer to Johannesburg. Looks like 12, 11, and 16 are the ones near Johannesburg. Okay. A little bit south of Johannesburg is 16. 018. Okay, well, the ones are in this corner, and this is like 12, 11, 16. Polokwane again. Nope. Further west. Klerksdorp. Okay. I feel like I remember this sign. I think we've had this round before. So maybe this is something that I can figure out or try to get from my memory. Wow, I really cannot see this area code. 034 maybe? So 24315. Pull something ending in Berg. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna cook here. Hold on. Fashion shop. Is this Build It? I don't think Build It. Are there any fast foods nearby? Like, the city cannot be too big, right? Apsa. Oh, KFC. The KFC's on the map. Hold on. KFC is like back front of us. Right, so kind of like here, and we're near the We're in between the Build It and the ABSA. So KFC, ABSA, Build It. We're like here. I think this is the 5K maybe. Okay, woo! We got another 5K, so whoop whoop. Really wasn't expecting so many 5Ks in this episode. And I know 2 is not like a lot, but for me it's a lot because if you know anything about my like duels play style, like if you've seen any of my duels videos, I'm like a really insta-plonker type of person, which I know is kind of annoying because now I can like scan for the area code, maybe the city, and maybe get the 5K. But of course I'm doing all this with the pressure of a duel, so maybe I will think differently if I'm in a duel, but yay, another 5K, we love those. Okay, 084. 84 is not one I know. 018. 018 is one I know. Okay, 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. 12. Maybe Vander Bijl Park? Okay, not horrible. We were in Mahikeng, so a little bit further northwest, but not horrible. All right, I got 10K there, which I'm super proud of because one of those rounds was a 5K, so I'm gonna keep playing this map and see how many more area codes I can remember / get the general direction of. Okay, 039. 2, 4, 3, 1, 5, 3. Okay, can I get a city name? Umzimkulu. Okay, and I see that everywhere, so that is something. Gonna scan for it a little bit, but not too hard, so I'm having here where some of the 3s are. Umzikulu. That is a different country. Don't need to be over there. Umzikulu. Umfumulo. Alright, I'm not finding where the city name is, so I'm gonna go in this like area because I think the 3 area codes are down here and we'll see where we are. Okay, we were a little bit further west, which I think I wasn't really looking at, so that is fine. We got 2.5 there, so we'll take that. 013 area code, 013. Okay, so 013, 2, 4, 3, 1, 5. Do we have a city name? Middleburg? It feels like this is kind of like my my 1 area code starting point is Polokwane, but I'm gonna look for this city name, Middleburg. Let me make sure, is it on anything else? No, but I feel like that is a city name, so... Oh, Middleburg. Hold on. We're gonna cook. We're gonna get another 5K, hopefully. Linen and luggage, PC City. Okay. Linen and luggage, PC City are 2 things we're looking for. Middleburg seems like kind of a big city though, so I'm like, how hard is this gonna be to find everything? Spice something. Maybe ice smells? I hope I don't smell. Okay, so ice smells and Style Studio, PC City. I feel like we're on this like main road, but I don't know. Is there any like car dealership or something we can see nearby? Let me see in the back. Carpets. Okay, let me see if I can do this like road lining up thing that I always like see people do. Southwest. So Something going like north, because this is going like east-west, right? I want something going like south, but like a little bit west. So maybe like something like here, or like this is like a southwest type road, maybe. I don't see any like McDonald's or KFCs. Like I'm seeing it all around us. This city may be too big for me to get the 5K because it seems like there's a lot to scan for. I'm gonna give it like 1 more minute of scanning. And if I don't find it, then we'll just take a walk. Wait, linen? Rena's linen? Hold on. Okay. Ceylon Street? Wait, do I have a street name nearby? Well, this is a street, but it doesn't have like the street name. Top carpets and Ronnie's. Style Studio. Style Studio. Okay, Style Studio and Renas are left, middle, beside us. So, this is Style Studio. But they're not next to each other on here. PC City is next to Renas though, so I think we're definitely closer to here. I'm guessing that this is Ceylon Street. So if we're kind of across the road from Ceylon Street, we're kind of here. I think this is the 5K, right? Hopefully. All right, I accidentally highlighted the whole screen blue, but we got another 5K, so whoop whoop. We definitely support those. 13 area code, found in the red area in the picture, and we got the 5K here in the city called Middleburg, which was kind of east of Pretoria. So yeah. Woohoo. All right, 043 24315. So 4 is kind of on the coast and down here. Are there any city names nearby? A KFC, Williamstown, King Williamstown. Okay, 4 is down here, I think, but I'm like, there's so many cities down here, like, this is a little bit more difficult. Let me zoom out, see if it is a big city. Is there anything else nearby? Debonair's Pizza, 043. Caltex. Fish and chips. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of 043, so definitely 043. King City, King Williamstown. So King City, King Williamstown. That's what I'm looking for. King City. King City, King Williamstown. Middleburg is here, which we 5K'd earlier. Kimberly, no. Durban is too far east, I think, for this area code. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to find it, because it seems like there's a lot more cities in this area. I'll go here near Geoguessr and we'll see where we are. Okay, not horrible, but we could have done better there. We were a little bit northwest of East London in a city called Conse. Okay. 018. 24315. Last time we were like somewhere near Johannesburg, but not in Johannesburg, so is their city name? 018. I feel like maybe we had this run before. It is a something Motors, but I don't know what city it is. Vegas fashion store. Mat Losana Lodge. Moon Yelwa. Okay. So I think that might be a city name, like Yelwa. So I'm looking for that a little bit, but I think with the area code, it should put me generally in this area. I think I'll just keep it here because, yeah, I don't feel like scanning for the 5K this time. So we're gonna keep it in this general area based on the area code and see how close we are. Okay, just a little bit further southwest of where we were in Klerksdorp. So I don't think we were ever going to find whatever city or name that I found on the sign because we were in Klerksdorp, but maybe it's like a neighborhood within the city is possible. So 013. So 24315. So the ones up here. And I think we had this right. I remember this like shopping area, but I feel like I don't remember what city it was in. 24315. Laundromat drop zone. I mean, the ones are like this whole section here, but 24313. Johannesburg is 11. I'll go near Polokwane. No, wait, maybe it's Bombella. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Honestly, I'll take it. It was a good switch at the end from Polokwane to Mbombela, but we got almost a 5K in that round, and we got 16K overall, which I'm super proud of because that is an amazing score. And we definitely learned a lot about the general like groupings of the area codes in South Africa. Even if we didn't memorize like where each exact number is, it definitely helps with region guessing better. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video of me learning South Africa region guessing metas for 1 hour. If you enjoyed this video, let me know down in the comments. I'll also have all the maps linked in the description if you want to try them out yourself. Thank you so much again for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to French Vanilla and have a great day.